We're at the running room on Slater with Phil and John again. John, I want to ask you, first of all, about training plans that we're going to talk about today. But, you know, friends of mine who do not run always say, I can't run past a kilometer, there's no way. But I think with a training plan, anyone can run a distance.
Well, I think the first thing you got to do is decide that you're committing yourself to something, and entering a race is one way to do that. And then, yeah, looking at developing a training plan and starting slowly. I mean, it's all about taking your time, and I think most people can do more than they think. But there's no shame in walking a little bit.
Right, and if you can't run a K, you can't run a K yet.
Yeah.
Is that how to look at it?
Yeah, pretty much. And we've you know, our foundation for our clinics has always been run walk. So you know what, instead of going out and you know, how do most people get injured? They go out and they decide, okay, I'm going to see how far I can run. Well, they find out because they get hurt. So we do a very gentle approach of basically trying to finish the event upright and smiling, you know, as we said.
Yeah.
But run, you know, even for our marathoners, they run 10 minutes and then they walk briskly 1 minute.
Wow.
So the big difference, we've had guys actually run near a 3-hour marathon doing run walk before. So it's a little more gentle. I think psychologically it's great. You know, for our beginners, they'll start running 1 minute and they'll walk 2 minutes times 8. And for them, it's just a little bit of a mental break, because no matter what's going on, they know, okay, you know what, I'm going to get to have a brisk walk. Plus, it's keeping their metabolism up as well.
I'm holding this book because I own it. I actually own this book, and in the back of it is a great training plan for different times. You want to complete a marathon in 3 hours, you want to do a half marathon. Each thing comes with its own, it's fantastic actually, and it's pretty easy to follow along. I want to ask you, John, how important strength training is once you get to around 10K and above.
Again, it's this is injury prevention. That's why we're doing the strength training, and as an alternative. We're going to talk in a later segment about cross training, but the strength training is just builds the foundation around the muscles and the tendons, and prevents that injuries from occurring. And when you're doing a lot of running and a lot of repetitive exercise, the variability of strength training is really beneficial.
We're quickly approaching the Tamarack Homes Ottawa race weekend, 10 weeks out or so. Yeah. If you're behind in your training plan, should you be freaking out? Is it over? Is it too late?
Oh, it depends on where you are. I mean, if you've been, you know, if you're trying to get ready for the marathon and you've been sick or you've had an injury, you may want to kind of reassess what you're doing, either your goal in terms of time, or maybe adding the walking component to it, or just, you know, maybe trying to finish it. But sometimes it may make sense to just kind of, you know, go on the sidelines and regroup, but don't try to squeeze in all the runs you missed. Now, if you miss 3 long runs, don't go out Monday, Wednesday, Friday and try to do 3:32s.
Last question really quickly. Do you recommend running clinics? Is it really helpful?
Well, I think, yeah, especially the social side of it, you know, because you've got a group of 100 people, all different pace groups. It's like a little mini support group every time, right? You go out, you suffer through all your training, then you go out for a pint or you go out for a hot chocolate or whatever after. Yeah. But that group dynamic, even if it's not, you know, if you can't get out for a clinic, even to find 2 buddies and say, you know what, we're going to train together, because you're not only helping them, but you're also going to have a better chance of completing anything if you've got support among 2 people others.
It's not too late. You can get out there and enjoy it with the running room, or any other clinic you can find. Get out and run with folks. It's fun.